Hey guys, it's CyberKnight610, and I thought I would do a discussion video for you guys. First off, we have a shout out for Blackwingggys, and he is doing a contest, so be sure to check that out. He's close to 1,000 subscribers. I think he's only like 140 or so away. Not sure on that, but it's like close to that, I'm sure. And yeah, be sure to subscribe to him and get him to 1,000. It'd be really awesome to get him to 1,000. He deserves it, of course. Alright, and now for the discussion video. Of course, I haven't done a discussion video in a pretty good while. I know a lot of people like them though. And I remember a lot of people were wanting a Nordic one, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a Nordic discussion. First off though, I am only talking about a few Nordic monsters. I'm talking about more of the ones that are being played now and more competitive. I'm not talking about the God ones either, the Aesir, because I believe I already had a separate video on them. I think even before they came out in English. So yeah, that's the reason why they're not going to be mentioned really in this and discussed. So yeah, also in the comments, please tell me if there's another discussion you want me to go over, and I will try to go over that as well. I plan to do more discussion videos. I just haven't lately, I don't know why, but we're going to try to get out of that habit and start having some more discussion videos and some other cool videos. So anyway, on with the discussion. Oh yeah, and one more thing, I gotta say this too. If I mispronounce something, I'm sorry. I'm not good at pronouncing cards, so, just bear with me on that. Just ignore it if I mispronounce something. I just kind of pronounce things the way I want to pronounce them. Even when people tell me how to pronounce it, I still do it the way I want to. For some reason, I always forget how people tell me. So I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything, and I probably will, because these names on the Nordic monsters are crazy. So yeah, on with the video now, for real. Gilfax of the Nordic Beast. He is a level 4 light beast tuner and 1,600 attack, 1,000 defense, and its effect is that if your opponent controls a face-up synchro monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hands. Its effect is alright. I don't know how many times you're going to be in that kind of position, although synchro monsters are getting easier and easier to get out on the field, but not having any on your side field might be a little harder. Uh, but being a level 4 tuner, that's really good in itself, and not having, one of those effects that hurts it. Because most of the time, especially at the beginning of when we started getting level 4 tuners, they would always have something, that would hurt them. Like they could only be synchro summoned with this, and all this kind of stuff, since they were level 4 tuners. So this comes in handy, of course, being a beast. It helps, I believe, with getting out Thor. So it's a pretty good card. A lot of people, I believe, are running this at 3 in Nordic deck. It's a really good one. It's only a rare, too. Surprised it's not a super. Oh boy, this one's gonna be hard to pronounce. Sir of Nordic Afar, I believe is how you pronounce that. I don't know. Level 5 Dark Spellcaster Tuner, and it has 1,400 attack, 1,600 defense. When this card is normal summon, you can select one Nordic monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Alright ability, it's not too bad. The bad part is that I don't like is that it's level 5. That makes me kind of go, ugh. Also, I believe this is the main tuner for Loki. I don't think many people are running Loki. I know there's a few decks that, with most Nordic monsters, from what I've noticed, you have to kind of, with Thor and Odin, you can run them together. But with Loki, a lot of people always have to just make a deck around Loki, which is kind of weird, I know. But that's what most people are having to do. And you don't see many of Loki in a competitive Nordic deck, or I haven't anyway, and which is a real shame because it's a pretty cool card as well. I'm not saying it isn't, but this tuner is kind of, I don't know. Like I said, the level 5 thing just really kills it in my opinion. But its ability is pretty nice though too, and being a tuner that's level 5, it comes in handy. So yeah, it's an alright card. Oh boy, another hard one to pronounce. Tungisner of Nordic Beast. This one has a pretty long effect. It also it's an Earth level 3 Beast effect monster. It's not a tuner, of course, and it has 800 attack, 1,100 defense, and it's only a rare in the pack, which isn't too bad. And its effect is when a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, when this defense position card on the field is changed into face-up attack position, you can special summon one Nordic Beast monster from your deck in face-up defense position, except for him. You can't summon another one of him. Not a bad card. He really comes in handy with bringing out Thor. I believe he's another one of those that you will run 3 of. And I think whether you're going with Thor, Odin, like I said, most of the time they're working together anyway in the extra deck. most people are using this one. This is a really good card, and it's only a rare, which is another one that's pretty surprising. I'm surprised this one is not a super rare either. It deserves it, actually, but I'm also glad that it isn't because it would be really hard to get a bunch of these super. If they were super rare, it'd be hard to get them all. But yeah, not bad at all. Very good card. Really helps with getting out Thor. I believe it's him and the super rare one. All you need is those two, and you could bring out Thor. It was something like that. I've heard of all kinds of combos bringing out Thor, using this one, the one we first talked about, Goldfax, and I believe the super rare one, which we'll go over, I think, here in a sec. I don't know. It might be the next one. So yeah, it's just an amazing card, really. Yeah, here's the one I was talking about, the super rare one. Tungensnare, I don't know. Like I said, I'm murdering these names, and I hate that I am, but I'm sorry. I have Nordic Beasts, and it is level 3 Earth. It is a beast monster, and not a tuner, of course. 1,200 attack and 800 defense. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 Nordic Beast tokens, which will be Beast type Earth, level 3, and 0 attack and 0 defense. This is another one that's really good, and it's just really good combos with this guy. It's you let it get destroyed by battle, you gain some tokens that you can synchro summon with. It's just really good. I don't know what else you could really say on this card. It's just really helps with the deck. It's another one of those I believe that people are running it in 3, which is kind of surprising. You don't normally see many decks that run 3 of just about everything. But yeah, it's really cool to see this card getting a lot of play. Uh, Not too expensive either, thank goodness. Most of these Nordic cards aren't that high. I believe this one's $5 or so. Last time I checked, it was $5. Might have gone up, might have gone down. Who knows? By the time you watch this video, who knows how it's been on price. But yeah, really awesome card. Valkyrie of Nordic Ascendant. Really cool one. Level 2 Fairy Tuner, light, and it has 400 attack, 800 defense. This is one of those that I believe helps out with Odin, because each one needs a different one to bring it out. Like Thor needs the beasts, Loki needs the uh, crud. I can't remember off the top of my head what they're called. They're like the Ascend. No, and Odin needs the Ascendant. I know for sure. Here, we'll look real quick and make sure so I don't look like an idiot. The Fire or whatever is for Loki. So yeah. Anyway, though, let's talk more about this card and not get off subject anymore. When this card is normal summon, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no other cards, you can remove from play 2 Nordic monsters from your hand to special summon 2 in higher tokens. Warrior type Earth level 4, 1000 attack, 1000 defense in defense condition, which is really awesome effect when you get down to it. Uh, Really good card. Another one of those that if you're running Odin, more likely you're gonna at least have 2, probably 3 though. It's a really awesome card, and it's only level 2. Its effect, if you can pull it off, is really awesome. You get 2 level 4 ones, which you can help with synchro summoning and really get those god cards out there. Awesome card, and it's just a super. So it's another one of those that you'll need, of course, if you're going to use Odin. And the last one we're talking about, the best one, the highest dollar one. I think most Nordic cards, like I said before, aren't too expensive. This one's pretty expensive, though. It's a little different from the other ones. Vendis of Nordic Ascent. And it is a level 4 Fairy Tuner, 1,200 attack, 400 defense. It is a secret rare, so it's a little harder to get than the others. So, and it's dark. I don't know if I said its attribute or not yet, but it is a dark one. And its effect is you can substitute this card for any Nordic tuner material for the Synchro Summon. So you can use this one for any of the Nordic gods. Like I said before, they all need a specific one, a specific tuner for them. This one can work with all of them, which makes it, where people want this one so bad. Because it can be used with all the Nordic Asire god cards, I guess I should say. If this card is used for a Synchro Summon material monster, all the other Synchro material monsters must be Nordic monsters. Once per turn, you can send 1 Nordic monster from your deck to the graveyard to change this card's level up to the level of the monster sent to the graveyard until the end phase. Pretty good ability. Not bad. Not bad of a restriction either on needing Nordic monsters, because from what I've seen, I don't know, this might not work with everything, but most Nordic decks are just Nordics. I mean, you don't normally see, I can't really think off the top of my head, any monsters that aren't Nordic monsters. You might see maybe a Nimble Hamster or something like that here and there, but mostly you're going to have Nordics, so it really isn't too hard to pull off a Synchro Summon with this one. Really awesome card. I mean, it is the best Nordic monster in the game so far. I mean, hopefully we get more. I doubt we get more, but hopefully we do. Uh, yeah, what else can you say about this one? It is the best one, and it will help you bring out any of the Sire Nordic God cards. Whatever you call them. A lot of people call them the Sire. Other people call them the Nordic monsters. So yeah, it's really awesome card though. It's one that if you plan to get a Nordic deck, you will probably need three of this, which is going to be kind of hard to get. I only have two myself, and I'm hoping to get my third one very soon. And then I'll have my Nordic deck profile up as soon as I get it, I guess. I think it's the only card I'm missing, actually. So yeah, I think that's all we're going to talk about on the Nordics, really. Like I said, I'm only talking about the ones that are more competitive. There are more Nordics, of course, but you know, with any archetype, there's a few here and there that just unfortunately aren't that good, which I hate to say. I hate to say that some cards aren't good, but some just aren't. But yeah, pretty cool archetype. If you're getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, you might want to try these out. If you really like Synchro Summoning and you really like those Nordic God cards, I really suggest that you try out these. I'm going to try them out as well. It's going to be a little bit expensive with Vantis, but you might even be able to pull off something without Vantis. It won't be as strong, of course, but for fun, you could easily pull something off and make a pretty strong deck without Vantis. If, you know, like I said, though, it wouldn't be that competitive, though, because Vantis is kind of the key card. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if there are any discussions you want me to do, you know, in the future, any archetypes, I don't want to go over, you know, regular types like, say, fairy monsters. I don't go over that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people always want dragons. I want to go more on archetypes, you know, like Nordics, and like I did before, and all kinds of other archetypes. So please, any suggestions at all, give me some suggestions. I'm working on some new series that people are wanting. Someone suggested a cool one that I might try. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to try it or not. I thought about it myself before he told me, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come in handy. I might tell you guys more about it later, but I don't feel like talking about it right yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. And of course, the Dragoonity series. A lot of people act like they really wanted this, hear about that. So, I don't know. I might start doing that next week or so. We'll see. I'm going to try to plan it out pretty well, and I figure first one will kind of introduce, first video I'll introduce people to Dragoonities, and then every other video after that I'll be like, you know, I'll show off a key card, you know, that you could use for your Dragoonities. So hopefully it'll be a really cool series, especially that Dragoonity players will love, and you know, I love Dragoonities as well. It's the main deck I use. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and enjoy all my future videos. If you haven't subscribed, you really should subscribe. I have all the latest updates on Yu-Gi-Oh, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I think that's all my rambling. And that's all. Bye, guys. Hey guys, it's CyberKnight 610. Be sure to check out the other videos on my channel and the links down below.